Three axolotls here looking hungry. It's quite unusual to have all three at the front of the tank at the same time, so I thought I'd go live and let's give them some breakfast. So I've got some dendro worms out. Give them a good wash off. Let's grab a couple. So jelly bean here first. Drop them down to him, see whether he's hungry. Yep, he most definitely is hungry. Oh, he didn't like that one though. They can be a bit funny. The worms can secrete something that they don't always like. But he'll have another go in a moment and possibly try a different worm. That's one of the reasons I like to offer quite a lot at the same time. The same as it giving them a chance to sort of feed more naturally. You're not having any worms, you're a cat. So let's go to these two. I've got Jack's this end. They're not actually particularly hungry. This is really surprising. It might be because I've just woken them up. Because usually I'd sort of feed them later in the day. It was only that they were all here and up at the front of the tank. I thought let's do so. Excuse me, mate. Yeah. Right, let's drop some down. I'm not going to be able to get any to Lottie because of the soap dish there. Get these ones out of the soap dish and move them down. Oh, that was pretty disappointing. Obviously no one is hungry right now, but they will go round the tank and forage and eat them in their own time through the day. That's all of the worms in. No one's feeling particularly hungry. Let's have a quick look around the tank. So when I cleaned it out this time, the ferns on these pots are doing really well. Next time I take them out, I could do a cleaning inside those pots, although that is staining, it's rather than actual dirt. Oh, Jax has had one worm. That's him done for now. And this piece of wood I'd like to plant up better. It was basically a living cave, but it's not doing so well at the moment. But they love all this mossy stuff, the Java moss, and there's another type of moss here on the floor. It has to be washed out really well. And you can see they've got moss balls as well. Morning, Jellybean. How's you? Oh, he is pretty, isn't he? For those of you who haven't met my gang, this is Jellybean. He was a rehome. So I've had the other two from 6 months old, basically as soon as the breeder could tell the gender. And then during lockdown, unfortunately, lots of people were giving up axolotls. It seemed to be the opposite to dogs, actually, where people got dogs in lockdown and then gave them up after. The axolotls were given up. This worm seems to be trying to feed itself to Jellybean. We'll just stay on him for a moment. I really don't think he's particularly hungry. I think it is because I've woken them up. Like I say, I'd usually feed them a lot later in the day. Don't worry about leaving worms in the tank. These I've put in 3 each for each of them. They will eat those very happily today. Just not right now, hey little man? With that gorgeous face? Not that I'm biased or anything. So he's a copper coloured. And then over here we've got Jax. He's wild. You wild, Jax. Yeah. Although thankfully he's not very wild. And then Lottie is my Lucy. Although as he's getting older, he seems to be becoming a dirty Lucy. So you can see he's getting a lot more marks on his face. Hi Lottie, how's you? It was really nice to have them all up at the front and have a good chance to have a look at them properly, even if they are slightly sleepy. When I came in, before I turned the light on, so my plan had been to turn the light on, let them settle. I'll go to bed for a while and then come down and feed. But Jelly Bean had been up on top of plant pots, and Lottie was in this plant pot. They do like to have different levels. There's this rumour that axolotls only need really shallow tanks and floor space. I'm afraid I disagree with that one. Naturally, in the wild, they'd be in a lake. They'd have different levels, places to move, places to hide. So that's why I try and provide a more sort of naturalistic tank if I can. I'd really like them to go into a pond. I think that would be my ultimate, or even maybe not this lot, but to get a pond outside. I made one out of a beer barrel, half a beer barrel for my goldfish. And I'd like to do similar and be able to take on some rescues because there are so many in rescue at the moment, all looking for homes. I think that'd be quite a nice thing to do. So that's my project for next summer, an axolotl pond. But yeah, you get to stay in here. You're used to luxury, aren't you, Jax? Right, as they're all sleepy, I'm going to turn the light off, let them go back to bed. They can hunt for those worms in their own time. Nice to catch up with you all. And I will see you all again soon. Take care, everyone. There we go, we'll say goodbye, Jelly Bean. Night-night, mate. And we'll say goodbye, Jax. Oh, you are gorgeous. No, of course you shouldn't have favourites, but Jax is my favourite. Don't tell the others. Oh, now he's looking all upset and offended. Oh, I'm sorry, Lottie. I didn't mean it. Oh, okay, I haven't got favourites. They're all wonderful. They really are all wonderful. You are a good boy. Okay, then we'll leave it at that. We'll see you all later. Take care, everyone.